All right. First, can we get your whole name?
Babatunde Salaam.
Babatunde Salaam. Can I ask what the origin of your name? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah. So my name is Yoruba, which is a tribe, ethnicity in Nigeria. So it means father returns.
Father returns. And this is the both names together. It's Father returns or
So Babatunde means father returns. Salam, as you've heard a lot of people say, like Assalamu alaikum, it means peace.
oh, so that part that's Arabic. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So can I ask you also how old are you?
I'm 34.
34 years old. All right. So now I've been noticing you're like extremely active in the local. Like, can you just tell me some of the things that you do, especially since you first got in?
Yeah. When I first got in, I started going to union meetings. After that, I think I heard about Renew, and I went to Renew, learned about what they got going on, cornhole tournament. Yeah, I mean, any event that I could help out, be of service, especially with organizing the workforce as well as making sure that we're involved in anything to improve labor rights and human rights for all.
And obviously you felt like you fit right in coming in here because to you the union would represent what?
Well, I mean, I know what union means, right? So I understood like the importance of what organized labor has done for this country and for the workers of this country, and that's why I decided to join. Yeah.
So it wasn't just about the paycheck then, huh?
No, I mean it was. Don't get it wrong. Like I was a teacher before this,
Okay.
so
Oh.
when I was teaching, there was no money in it, and so I knew I needed to actually get some income. So I looked up one day like just trades on YouTube, and there was a video of someone basically said, if you want to get into learn, like basically if you want to become an apprentice, you can go two routes, organized or unorganized. And I was just like, I already know which one I want to go. So they were like, go to your local JTC, and that's how I got here.
And you come from
Baltimore,
Baltimore City, east or west?
oh West, of
From
course,
West Baltimore.
West, all
That's
day.
right. West is best. All right. Well, the reason why I'm asking some of these questions is because I think it's important for people to know you just person and gain from the fact that I think everyone's seen that how active you are. And the position you're running for is
Oh, delegate, yeah.
for the delegate. And running for a delegate position and then based on a lot of the principles you just shared that you believe in, I think it fit right in for you, but I think people need to know that about you. You know what I mean? Another question I want to ask is why do you have a specific interest in delegate? There's other positions that people could run for, and you qualify for I would think for any one of them, right?
Yeah,
Why
well,
delegate?
so um, according to our, IBW Constitution, uh, I just topped out, so apprentices can't run for any position other than delegate. So, but I'm interested in delegate because the delegate position is something I feel like a lot of folks in the local aren't really familiar with. It's important because these are the representatives that go to the international convention, and so the international convention only happens twice a decade, and so literally every 5 years, and this is where this basically the Constitution is discussed, and that's a living document, and I think a lot of times when we think of the word Constitution, we think of like old dead guys who wrote some words, but like these are living words that we are, basically they protect us, and they're what we all agree on as what defines union. And so I think it's important that we have got someone who is working on the job site just like everyone else, who is serious about making sure that all of us on the job site know what's going on the international level, right? Not just on the local level, but like when you travel, these are the words that are going to define how you move from local to local, and that's important for all of us. So I want to go there to see it, and I want to bring that information back to the members.
Now, also now that you are involved in EWMC, so I have a two-part question to that. Could you tell me about your involvement in EWMC? How long you were in it? How long you work in it? And also tell me, is there a segue? Is there something transitional between your involvement in EWC and again for your bid for delegate?
Yeah, so EWC is the Electrical Workers Minority Caucus. So a lot of folks will ask, like, why'd y'all pick that name? Well, we didn't. It's a national organization that has been around since 1974. And so it comes from the fact that organized labor, and a lot, especially within the IBW, was resistant to allowing black members in. It was resistant to especially allowing black workers to get any position of authority, whether it be foreman, general foreman, any type of basically of mobility for workers. And so they started a group in Kansas City, and that group then grew, and it was just black workers, but now it includes all types of workers, whether that's, Asians, LGBTQ, Hispanics, all workers. And that's the thing, it's not just minorities, literally everyone in the union is to be represented, and that's in the defining bylaws of the EWC. So your second question was, what's the transition to anything to transition my being a part of EWC to running for delegate?
Yes.
And I would say that, yeah, I mean, part of the reason why EWC was started was because black members weren't being allowed to run or appointed to positions such as delegate. And so, just a little history, like, they actually were deciding to picket outside the International Convention in 1974. That's literally, they then decided to have members from the international reps come meet with these members to say, all right, what's your grievances? What's the damn issue? But that had to be, and that took direct action. And I think that's something that I'm serious about, upholding that principle of, like, we need direct action. That's the only gains that labor has ever had is from direct action.
Yeah, because I needed 250.
All right, I'm gonna just cancel just for 1 minute. Be right back.